does that whole thumbs up thing so the algorithm knows that we're here. Your actions are greatly appreciated. I'm currently driving I'm on my way, I'm still on the Eastern Shore, and I'm on my way to Richmond. I'm attending a YouTube gathering. I don't know if it's a conference. I don't know what it is. And I'm kind of talking, but I don't even know if I'm actually live right now. It says I'm live, but I don't know. So if somebody could check in and let me know what's going on. Hello, Cindy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully my sound is good. Good morning. Hello. And alrighty then. So Cindy, first. Nick, you are number 2. And alrighty then, you are deterred. You are live in 5x5. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you. What's up, Blaine? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to the road today because I'm on the bridge right now and there is fog. But no one's on the bridge. You know, cop cars are basically just parked so that people see the cop cars. But I never really speed on the bridge anyway. What's Ian? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Rose. Hello, hello. Oh, you know what? Alrighty then. I'm supposed to make you a... Hold on a second. I can do this. Alrighty. And add as a moderator and standard moderator. And now, alrighty then, when you post, you will now be blue. And looks like everything's back in place where it belongs. And Cindy, thank you for the 5x5. So guys, whatever you guys want to talk about, put it in the chat. Please remember to use your all caps so I can read it. And we will go from there. I got a couple things that I've been paying attention to this morning. But I do these live streams for you guys, not for me. So, great. Watching from the People's Republic of Michigan, making me read small text, feeding 6,000 cows, 47, but now my count, yeah, okay. Your payloader AC does work, okay. Rose and alrighty, congrats on the moderator. There you go. All right, so, waiting for you to post something in the chat. All caps are appreciated. I only sing in the car. That's the only place I sing is in the car. Did you guys catch my TikTok yesterday? It was pretty hilarious. It's where I've decided that TikTok is where I'm going to vent politically. Because it's just fun arguing with these kids that are just retarded. Like crazy, stupid, programmed little sheeple. It's absolutely insane. Arguing about, you know, the economy. Oh, the economy isn't getting better. Actually, it is. Inflation sucks. No, it's actually getting better. The price of eggs are up. No, they're actually down. It's mind-blowing. Looks like gift notifications not working. Have TikTok. I don't have TikTok. That's okay. Cindy, that's absolutely 100% okay. I've moved away from TikTok. I've just decided to use it like just a platform for me to vent. I don't really actually talk about anything preparedness unless somebody says, hey, what about prepper stuff? And I say, I do that on my YouTube channel. You know? But it's pretty insane. The CBDCs are back in the news, guys. If you didn't know that, the European Union is like, hey, we've been working on this for 5 years. We've tested it. Our central banks here in Europe have been moving forward with it, and yeah, we're thinking we're going to do it. And the only thing this has anything to do with is the fact that the Europeans, or the European Union, is pissed off because Trump isn't playing their games. That's what this is really all about. And so, guys, do me a favor. It says there's only 8 of you in here. I think that thing is lying. But if you haven't hit that thumbs up, please do so. It helps to draw some people back in. Anyway, so the European Union is pissed off because we're not playing their games anymore. And so I read this morning that the European Union is going to put like some kind of 50% tariff on some of our goods or something like that. And Trump was like, all right, good to go, man. Good to go. 200% tariff on French wine. They have a huge following. I got my yellow badge. There you go, Ian. Ian's got his yellow badge. Never did TikTok. They have a huge following. There you go. There you go. I'm getting ready to hit the tunnel. I should not lose you guys. I believe they have the transmitters that go in there. But if I do, I'll just hit a button and come right back. Anyway, So, yeah, they tried to play some stupid game in the last 24 hours, and Trump's like, okay, 200% tax. Let's see. It'll be great for American wines. It'll be great for American wines. You know, these people don't know who they're screwing with. They don't understand. You know, it's like, well, we'll just double down. Okay, we'll triple down. What next? Quadruple down? You know, it's they don't understand the game that is being played. No, Julia's not with me, Cuck. She's back home resting. This is a YouTube function that I'm headed to right now. Green cards on sale in Canada, $50. Really? Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the channel, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Dirty Money says that green cards are on sale for $50. I don't know how well that's going to go over. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. Especially with the new gold immigration card that they're starting to work on. Going down deep underwater in this tunnel makes my ears pop. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Oh, you're changing it to gold. Yeah, it's not $50. It's like $5 million to get one of these things. And the idea is that a company would buy it to invest in somebody to come here and be a citizen, and that citizen wouldn't have dual citizenship. They would pledge loyalty to the United States of America. They would have that immigrant status, eventually becoming a U.S. citizen. You know, basically, it's these companies got to pay a lot of money for this to happen. That way, we don't. The general idea is that we just don't have people coming over here that are like, hey, we love your schools, we love your freedoms, we love your cigarettes, you know, we love your beer, which would be really weird. I don't like American beer, yeah, and so now we did that for 4 years, going through your college, and you even probably paid us to go, and now we're going to go back to our country. And the idea originally was to is to like spread this idea of freedom. They would end up becoming like an ambassador. They're going to be more educated than most people in other countries. You know, that they can actually go and do something positive with it. But in turn, what they've done is they've turned right around and tried to use it as a weapon against the United States, which is why that douchebag, you know, who actually has an immigrant alien status that's been temporarily revoked under review, who's doing all the protesting, and he's linked to Hamas and all that crazy stuff, you know. But it's crazy. Gold cards, 50 instead of, I can't read that, million for immigration. Jack Daniels, yeah, I heard that. That's right. That's what they were talking about. They were the whiskey. They were going to put a 50% tariff on whiskey. It's like, really? Are you insane? You think we don't drink enough whiskey here in the United States? You think they can't sell it? I mean, it's made in a dry county. This is not an issue. Yeah, and some of these companies are going to realize that some American companies are going to get smart and realize that the juice isn't worth the squeeze to work in the international market. They're going to start realizing this real funny. And here's what's really funny. Well, what'll happen with American liquor, whiskey, and I've seen this firsthand. I didn't even know it. I was like 18 years old. I was in Abu Dhabi, and we were in a bar. And in the Arab world, there's very few places where you can actually like drink alcohol because it's against their religion. But we were in a bar, and there was like only two of us, and for just to get some regular Johnny Walker Red, it was like at the time, and this was in the 80s, that was like $30 for a shot, for a like basically 2 fingers over ice. It's insane, and that was because to get that liquor, they almost had to bootleg it in, and it's crazy. It was, you know, these systems will set themselves up. You know, it's like getting liquor into another country. People will start like, you know, like sticking it under their shirts and stuff, you know, because they know that they can sell it on the black market or to their buddy over in freaking whatever country that has these tariffs, right? So it's not a big thing for us. It won't hurt us one little bit, but a 200% tariff on French wine and alcohol made in the EU will destroy their industry. Absolutely destroy their industry. What do we got here? Looks like, Ian, you got something in the caps there. I'm going to give it a shot and you're ready to go in the tunnel. Most Americans don't realize how much we already pay in this is in the tariffs from Canada products. Yes, dude, if you guys do the research, don't trust what I'm saying. Okay? Going around of the tariffs that American companies pay to sell their goods inside Canada. It's outrageous, like 250% tariff on frickin' on eggs and milk. It's insane. And the thing is we don't need any of their products. You know, we have enough oil to do this all ourselves, okay? We don't need Canada. I mean, list one product that we absolutely, positively need that is required for national security coming from Canada, that comes from Canada. Somebody put it in the chat. And nobody say maple syrup. We can get our own maple syrup here. We got maple trees all over the place. I mean, it's not about the eggs. It's not about the milk. We got more moo cows than we know what the hell to do with. We make commercials about cows not wanting to be moo cows. You know what I'm saying? Like, go eat chicken, that kind of stuff. We have cows out the yin yang. We don't need their milk, but we buy it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's that cross-border international trade that friends do. Hey, if we can sell stuff on your market, that opens up the opportunity for money and jobs on our side. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to be reciprocal. You know, you know, it's not supposed to be quid pro quo. It's supposed to be reciprocal. And what's supposed to be happening is that, okay, Dynamite, well, we're going to sell our stuff on your side, and you're not going to tax us, and you're going to sell your stuff on our side, and we're not going to tax you. That's the way it's supposed to work. And that's not how it's been with Canada for a lot of damn years. A lot of years. Got through the country. Making another tunnel here. Yeah. Almost there. There we go. Getting on over. Nice and easy. Cruise control activated. Uranium. You know what? We can get uranium in other places. What these countries are finding out, okay? So what these countries are finding out is that we've been working with them for so long because they're our friends and sometimes our allies. Deals have been made. We're going to buy your uranium and you're going to buy our Q-tips, okay? These deals are getting made out, but we've been getting such bad deals, it's not even funny. There's uranium. Uranium is not just in Canada, okay? Everybody's freaking out about these precious metals. We have precious metals that are here in the United States. We just don't, we never go for them. They go out, they find these fields, they do all the geographic studies, and it's like, yeah, that's what's it right there, man. And then everybody's in this like trying to hold it in type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. It's insane. We send surplus goods to Canada. That's true. That's true. But the maple syrup cartel in Canada controls the price of it here as well. Not if we block them out. You know, it's like, so the maple syrup cartel, and I know that's a real thing in Canada, guys. Believe it or not, that's the truth. There is one, okay? They actually made a movie about it. So that only exists because it's allowed to exist, okay? What was I going to tell you? There's actually an instance. Oh, so the maple syrup cartel is the same as the White House press corps leadership, who for years have decided what's going to happen inside the White House press corps, who can sit where, who can attend, so on and so forth, right? Well, they just like, no, we're not doing that anymore. The problem is that they have no power. Well, the Canadian cartel, okay, the Canadian maple cartel, which is actually a government like co-op, it's like a private government contract inter-cooperation type thing. It has authority, but it's kind of like, whatever. If we just say, okay, no more maple syrup coming in the United States, then the maple syrup mafia or cartel no longer controls the price of maple syrup. It's that easy. It's that easy. And I'll be honest with you, have you guys looked at maple syrup lately? Some of it's not even real, and they're saying it's genuine maple syrup. Some of it says genuine Canadian maple syrup, and it's not real. So we could easily just push these guys right out of our market, no problem. Say, okay, we're not buying any more no more Canadian maple syrup over the border. That's it. We're done. And all they would be able to do is go, well, we're no tax on this. No, fine. Whatever. What, you 50% tax on widgets? Okay, good to go. 200% tax. 200% tax on, Canadian farms. That's the way the game's going to be played, guys. If you guys haven't figured it out, that's how trade wars work. But the problem is we haven't been in a trade war, I want to say, Jesus, since like Carter. It's all about who's serious. That's what it's all about. And these people, it's like the Canadians figured out what is it? I don't think he's a prime minister. He's something. He's like one of their state. He's equivalent to a governor, basically, for one of the provinces there. Oh, well, we're going to match your trade on this. Fine. 500% on this and this and this. No, it was energy. That's right, energy. It's like, okay, good to go. Trump is just dying. Okay, he's just chomping at the bit to declare an emergency so that he can use powers, okay, justifiable powers to rectify a situation. Okay, he has, as preppers, we always talked about these 3 executive orders that, they can come and take all your stuff, and they can do this and they can do that anytime they want to. It's an emergency, but we never talk about his other powers that are not just executive orders. He has some pretty ominous power to do some things in the nation, but it's got to be legitimate and it's got to be justified. He can't just go off willy-nilly, because then the left will be like, see, I told you he thought he was a dictator king, and so he's just waiting for an emergency to kick off, to the opportunity to declare an emergency, to use executive powers that would just freaking fix problems instantaneously, And here's the thing: what would happen if Canada, okay, under an emergency directive, became the problem, basically an enemy to the state? There's a thought for you right there, right? So, and the Canadians know this. Canadians talk a good game. They spend a lot of money on half of that bridge, so that trucks could go over it and money could be made. And, obviously they want to make as much money as they can, but they've got to come to the table. It's got to be fair. There ain't going to be no more 250% tariff on frickin' milk. It's done. We're done with that. But the maple syrup cartel, okay, if somebody, we got Cuckfeed typed, if Canada was smart, they would have people here doing sabotage in the United States. And then they're going to sabotage the milk industry? That's funny. Well, that's just it. They've been our friends forever. And basically, if you talk to Canadians, the majority of them are like, yeah, man, we love it in America. I mean, half of them drive Fords that are made in Canada and sold to the United States. Tell me what happens. Tell me what happens when they lose their ability, when they all lose their jobs making it. The auto industry is huge in Canada, okay? What happens when they lose their ability to build parts or build automobiles in Canada because the company is like, we can't afford to do it anymore. We've got to do it back in America. It's not like those jobs are just going to come right back over. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be filled by Americans. So the Canadians will lose jobs in the thousands, and Americans will gain jobs in the thousands. And yeah, there's going to be butt pain. It's going to be time consuming, But here's the thing with the auto industry, it's interesting because they didn't just sell all of their factories. When they shut them down, they just shut them down. They don't sell them, They pay people to take care of them. They keep the air conditioner on where it needs to be. You know, they have security so people don't break in and steal stuff. They just literally shut it down, lock the gates, only certain people get in, right? So they could literally come right back in, and some of the things that they make in these auto factories, when they went to Canada and when they went to Mexico, they literally are the same parts. Everything is still set up, milled, and tooled to make those same parts. So they could literally start making parts and cars almost immediately. So, you know, Canada, F around, you know, can't keep effing around, you know what I'm saying? But that's not something that we want to do. That's a have to do thing, okay? That's not just something that we want to do, because that's right up there with, you know, what is it, you know, permanent solutions to temporary problems, that kind of thing, you know? It's crazy. The bridge in Detroit, Windsor is privately owned and operated. Okay. Ontario had a state and said, I quote, it's not in caps, so I gotta like, I can't really read it super well. Give me a second to straighten this out. We are in a fight for several sounds desperate to me. Oh yeah, when everybody says we're in the fight, they are desperate. When somebody says, yeah, and we're gonna win, they're not desperate, they know they're gonna win. Canada has zero leverage on the United States. They keep pretending that they have this leverage. And you know, here's the funny thing. Let me tell you something. It's a very human thing, okay? And most of you will understand what I'm saying right off the bat. Canadians talk. You know, it's like, but when the gloves go off, we're going to whoop you like in hockey. No, listen, unfortunately, this is what the people in your government do. This is what they do because they've been able to subdue and control the population doing this. Okay? So when this is all they do, and then they come over to and try to like, yeah, we're tough. No. Get some of your hockey players, get some of the people in your military to go into government and then come talk to us. Okay? Sorry, alrighty then. Sorry, Star, if you're here, and sorry, the new guy. I know, dirty money. I think you're Canadian. I'm not sure. But it's a joke. Did you guys see there was a what was it? Rubio met with the Prime Minister of the Minister of like Industry or Ministry of State or something like that for Canada. I don't know all the titles for the Canadians. And they were like, oh, everybody was in there and they were sitting down and they were like, nah, and then all of the reporters, like all the gaggle controlling the reporters, were like, all right, that's it, get out. And so like people waited around for like 22 minutes online to see them say a few things, and all they got to do was like shake their hands. It's all a freaking show. Ruby's gonna destroy her because they know when he talks, he destroys people. All right, this doesn't seem right. Why am I going 64? This doesn't seem, that's not how you get to Richmond. What is going on here? Huh. That is not how you get to Richmond. It says it's 2 minutes slower. I'm going that way. I'm not going that way. I'm not going to drive all the way over there to go to Richmond. That's, you know what? I get to avoid that bridge, though. I can deal with that. I got time to get there. I don't have to be there until like 5 o'clock. Flock, no. I'm not Canadian. What a GD insult. I'm sorry. I just thought you were, man. I don't know you. You know, it's like you just show up in my live stream and like take it. No. I don't have a relationship with you, man. I don't know. Just the way you were typing when you first came on. I just kind of got this feeling you were Canadian is all. Where are you from? Put something in the chat. Don't even say America, because I know that already now. All right, let's see here. Right now I'm in Norfolk, and I am stuck at a light that I should have gotten through, and I'm going to be heading to Richmond. 64. It wants me to go 64 east. They say it's the best route. But I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get like stuck. Like there's going to be an accident on the bridge tunnel or something like that. But I'm going to go that way. It's too much. Louisiana. I love Louisiana. I haven't been there in like forever. Went there to train a bunch of soldiers on some stuff a long time ago. A long time ago. Louisiana. Dirty money. Dirty money. Dirty money. What are you like, in crypto or something? All right, guys, next subject. You guys kind of got quiet on me. I understand it's lunchtime. You're all like, nom, 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 just listening to me. But you know how it is, man. You want to roll with me, you got to put out. Everyone's staying healthy. And Vegan Cookies, good to see you, bro. Oil field, I got you, man. Let's see here. Well, you better definitely stay safe, man. That's a dangerous job. My youngest boy used to drive all the heavy equipment, all of the transportation vehicles for, the pumps, the rigs, all the drilling stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Those things that like you're not allowed to put on regular scales because they'll crush them.
From the right lane to turn slightly right onto the I-64 East.
Matter of fact, he told me they were moving some gear around.
From the right lane
Shut up, phone.
Right the I-64
this is insane in the
then
membrane.
The
Shut up.
So
many. Shut up.
Use the left lane to take the I-64 East ramp.
She's gonna start talking again in a minute, But no, he told me a story of once where he was driving that equipment. They were moving it, and the state trooper pulled him over for not.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-64 East.
Pulled him over for not stopping at the weigh station. He told him that he couldn't go onto the weigh station because he was so heavy he would break the weigh station. Trooper told him to go, so they put that thing in reverse for like 2 miles. They went into the weigh station, and he tried to talk to the guy who ran the scales, right?
Continue on I-64 East.
Hold on, I gotta merge. I gotta merge into this crazy traffic of craziness here. 1.4 miles. I'm getting off already. What? No, I'm gonna stay over here. That's insane. This thing's got me going crazy places. Anyway, and so he argued with him. He told him, no, I don't want to do it. It's gonna max your scale. I know how much I weigh. Wouldn't listen to him. He drove up on those scales and ka-chunk, into the ground they went. Yeah, it was a bad day. It was a bad day to be a scale operator. Hey, Cool Cole, what's going on, man? What's going on? Is this my exit? This can't be my exit. 184A. It's 184B. It's never taken me this way before, but it's like avoiding traffic or something, I think there's a road closure that Google knows about that no one else does. Exit only 264. I hate exit onlys because you never know which way. Like, is it A? Is it B? Which one? Nothing but the laundry. You're doing nothing but the laundry. Oh, come on. Oh, this is crazy. I can't look at the screen, guys, because I'm in stop and go traffic on a highway that's supposed to be going 65 miles an hour. So much fun. So much fun. All right, let's see. I want 284A, downtown Norfolk. That's really where I want to go. That's really where this GPS is taking me.
In a quarter mile,
this is going to be so much fun.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 284A for I-264 West toward Norfolk.
You just keep telling me which way to go, you crazy computer broad. All right, let's see here. Hit the like button for the local. Hey, what's up, Silver Sleuth? Silver Sleuth.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 284A, then use any lane to take the I-264 West ramp.
Okay, I didn't gather any of that. Hey, Silver Sleuth, were you the one that sent me the gun company that frickin' builds
use any lane to take the I-264 West ramp.
The slides for Glock 17s? No, for Glock 19s, I think. You guys weren't tooled out for 17s. Okay, looks like it's got me getting on some kind of highway here. There we go. We jumping on the highway. All right. 4.3 miles. I'm going to veer right or something. All right. Looks like I'm good to go for a yapping for not me, but I saw that video. Gotcha, Silver. Gotcha. And just got passed by a Portsmouth police officer. Maple syrup. Maple syrup. All right, guys, I need a subject. I need a subject I can babble on for about 4 or 5 minutes because I'm in like Norfolk, Portsmouth right now area, and just trying to not wreck into people and things flying across, going across, and I hit it, but that's okay. Sliding trash bags and shit like that. This is insane. These people drive like crap. Oh my God. I'm going to have to glance at it, but I cannot read the 7 paragraphs that you just posted. Who just did that? Who did that? Who said that? Who's the slimy head treacle telescope? I'm not going to say the rest of that on YouTube. All right, let's see here. I'm in Hawaii. No legal firearms. Oh, dude. I used to love Hawaii. I was actually like, I lived when I was younger there, and I also lived there when I was a teenager and into adulthood, joining the Marine Corps, that kind of thing. I used to love Hawaii, but it is so liberal now. So Hawaii, there's no legal firearms in Hawaii. That doesn't make any sense, bro. That doesn't make any sense. That's completely against the Second Amendment, 100%. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Me, Rose did. Me, I did it. Topic. All right, what do we got? Grumpy. Grumpy, you never follow the rules, Grumpy. Topic: how realignment in Kirsch affects the peace process. I don't know where Kirsch is. Where the hell's Kirsch? And we're not at war with anybody. What are you talking about? Why are you trying to ask me all these crazy ass questions? I think you're just trying to mess with me. Oh, you know what? This is a frickin' Ukraine question, isn't it, Grumpy? Isn't it? Yeah. Like nobody does the speed limit, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get jammed through another tunnel here. I don't know, and it's an old one too, so I don't know if we'll make it through that. If worst case scenario, I'll pop back on. The traffic is tightening up. It's tightening up. Vegan, thank you for the 99 cents, bro. Appreciate you. I want to give you. I think I can give you a heart without getting killed. Got it. Everybody, make sure you give Vegan a like. Boom. All right, let's see here. And now everything is slowing down. Interesting. I'm going to be veering right in 1 mile. Not sure why. I had to close the vents. We got to close the vents. Getting a lot of exhaust in here. Post it in subscript. If I could post it in subscript, I would. Were you talking about are you talking about Ukraine? Are you talking about like the peace process for what we've done so far with meeting in Saudi Arabia and then
in half a mile, keep right to stay on I-264 West. Okay, and then getting basically the Ukrainians to agree to it, and now they got to go to Russia and talk to them and say, hey man, what do you think of this? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, the peace process that Trump is trying to do for Ukraine. Yes, as I've just... Keep right to stay on I-264 West. Until I get away from this city, this broad is just going to drive me nuts. All right, I'm keeping right. Continue on I-264 West for 3/4 of a mile. Okay. I'm down here by the aircraft carriers, guys. I wish I could show you more, but I can't. If I try, I'll die. All right, let's see here. We're going into the 264 West tunnel. Hopefully I do not lose you. Once again, if I do, then I will just push a button and we will try to reconnect. Reduce speed ahead, 35. Okay.
But the like I said, what was it, day before yesterday? They had their summit in Saudi Arabia.
In a quarter mile, keep left to stay on I-264 West.
Oh,
All
boy.
signs for downtown tunnel.
It's like they're working on the Tarawa. Is number 8, hey Grumpy, is number 5 the Tarawa or is number 4 the Tarawa? I can't freaking remember. I'm looking at number 5 right now. She's all, wow, they got another one over there that's all freaking, got worker stuff all over it.
Keep left to stay on I-264 West.
I didn't know they put 2 down at a time. That's crazy. And the other one, oh, that's dry dock, and that one's an LPD. That's not the same thing. All right, do not change lanes in the tunnel because it's extremely dangerous. All right, so anyway, oh my God, traffic is like super duper. Oh, okay, I think we're okay. You know, when you get to the mouth of a tunnel and like traffic comes to a dead stop, you know there's a problem. It's going to be like, I hope you brought your snack cakes because you might be there for a while. I could probably turn this around, but I don't know what the view would be like because of my attachment.
In 1.5 miles.
Tiny tunnel. Sounds like the song you hear in like a kid's TV show, The Tiny Tunnel. Toot toot. Please excuse me if I don't talk about preparedness stuff while I drive inches away from semi-trucks that don't know how to stay in their own freaking lanes. We're just going to slide over here a second. Get past him. Oh, my ears are popping. It sucks. All right, now I need to get over to the right because apparently I need to be in the far right-hand lane. And there's only 2. It says there's 3, but there's only 2. Son of a bitch. All right. We get past this truck. Come up. That truck right there. And then we're going to slip in 9/10 of a mile coming up. Yeah, I might keep going. There we go. All right, I need to. There we go. All right. This is not it. Got to hit this exit number 6, and it looks like everything merges into it. All right, I'm going to slide over here. Whee! Get it behind me. Fog advisory. Reduce speed.
In a quarter mile,
looks
take
like all the
exit
tunnels
6
I've been
Virginia
through.
164 West.
Looks at TP. The Peleliu is LHA 5. There you go. Thank you, bro. All right, looks like this is at exit 6.
Take exit 6.
Exit 6. It took me this way so I could like get
Continue
around.
for 8 miles.
I'm supposed to get around like some things. Some stuffs. Some road was closed, that kind of thing. And I've never been this way before, so kind of trusting the old GPS, the old, bitchin' Betty. She's telling me where to go and what to do. But as far as that peace process, I don't know, man. They got to go back to the Russians, and I'm sure they have a plan. I'm sure that. God dang it! Get off the road, man. I'm sure that they have a plan that will be, amenable to Putin, because right now Putin's kind of got the upper hand. They, believe it or not, all of the territory that they've pushed into, they've pretty much got all of the territory that they pushed into on the Ukrainian side under control. And so, the Ukrainians, I hate to say this, and they're not going to say it out loud, but the Ukrainians they're gonna be giving up some land. And I hate to say it, yes, the Russians started it. Yes, what's the word I'm looking for here? they're the bad guys. The Russians are the bad guys, you know. But it's like it's really hard to determine who the bad guy is when you're on the side of the bad guy. I mean, the people in the Russian army didn't wake up and go, "Mother Russia's evil. We can't do this today. This is wrong," you know. The same as the Ukrainians. You know, nobody talks about how hard the Russians are fighting. You know, nobody talks about how many people are dying in Russia. It's kind of amazing, you know, how the press is completely one-sided. You know, it's insane. What's up, Billy King? Billy King. Just trying to figure out where the hell I am. I'm somehow on the other side of the bay from the ships that I was just talking about. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. All right, I got to pay attention to the road. I drove out of my lane. All right, then we're going to go across this little bridge, which really isn't little. It's just not the biggest one I've been on today, that's for sure. All right, Cedar Island. Let's see. Hello again, LP. Let me check the feed here, see if we got anything in here. They said they sent the Tarawa to the bottom last year. Wow, really? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Making coral, making a reef. It's hard to believe. You start getting older, it's like things that were your day just aren't anymore. What do you got here? War is not a two-way street, only happens on one side. Yeah, I mean, to an extent, it's just a matter, it's like who fires the first shot, you know? But, you know, what if that first shot was, you know, pushed? You know, so it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. All right, guys, look like the highway is clearing out here. Give me another subject. Let's talk about something else, and I shall be happy to babble on for as long as it takes. I have an hour and 24 minutes before I get to my place that I will be at tonight, which will be in downtown Richmond, Virginia. Oh, yeah. 4.5 miles I'm going to be getting on another highway. That's always fun. Super duper, super duper, super duper. Hopefully tomorrow's live stream goes off at around 9 o'clock. I'm trying to avoid both the Richmond traffic and the Portsmouth / Norfolk traffic. So I think I'm going to leave it like 9 in the morning, then I'll fire up the live stream. And then, was I supposed to? No, okay. And then that will help me to avoid all that and try to keep me on schedule. Any slingshot users out here, like ching, that kind of slingshot, or are we talking about, you know, a new freaking app? Did you bring your tactical spoon? Did I bring my tactical spoon? You have me at a loss. My tactical spoon. I don't know. I feel like I should know what you're talking about. but to answer the question is likely no. No, this is I grabbed, you know, it's like I was telling you guys before, I have like this kit that I keep inside the, it's like a safety kit that I keep inside the Explorer. So I literally have to like take it out of the Explorer and put it into her car every time I do something with her car. Because I'm doing that today. I'm using her car. You may notice it's not an Explorer. Dang, you still rolling? And I made it. It's not going to be a quick reply. I'll be on for at least another hour, I think, Bradley. No, I started late, bro. I started late. I put a message out. Hopefully everybody got it. I just wanted everybody to know that I wasn't going on at 9. You know. Your long-handled spoon. Oh, are you talking about my World War I shovel? Is that what you're talking about, Rose? I do have a long-handled spoon that I keep in my bug-out bag that I do not have with me today. But so I guess the answer is no, because that shovel is at...
In 2 miles, take the exit toward I-664 North.
This woman, I swear to God. So the shovel is at the property in North Carolina, and the spoon is in my bug-out bag, which is in the back of the Explorer. Got the invite, but was busy with lunch. We made a show. We watch a show on lunch. I got you, bro. I got you. It is what it is. The world does not rotate around me. I'll tell everybody that. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, why aren't you watching me? No, the world does not rotate around me. That is for sure. That is for sure. 164 Fun Highway. Yep. I don't know about fun, but it's a highway. The woman who can barely see over the steering wheel that's behind me and has a kid in her front seat, she has a real problem with keeping the distance away from me. And it's like every time I try to make a little difference, she backs off, or a little distance, she backs off, and as soon as I reaccelerate, she accelerates to get close to me again. She just wants some of me. She's trying to get her daily dose of LP. You guys are going to hear that in a while. Vegan Cookies, thank you, bro. Appreciate your $1 or your 99 cents. It's going to go. One day I'm going to afford the new computer. My God, the command center computer is getting so bad, guys. I tried moving some files over the other day. Oh, actually, it was yesterday, and it was like...
the exit toward I-664 North.
I'm gonna date myself here, but it was like trying to use Coral Graphics on frickin' a 286. Crazy stuff. How much for the new super gaming computer? Well, I don't know that I'm buying a gaming computer. I need to do...
Take the exit toward I-664 North.
Okay. And then now that I'm taking the exit, now she's going to tell me, keep going, 7 point so many miles.
Continue on I-664 North for 13 miles.
This broad, she's so needy. What was it? It's probably going to cost me. I'm really looking at some different ones. And one of the things that I do is I never buy the newest computer, because technology has advanced so rapidly in the last maybe 6-7 years. Try and slip over here. In the last 6 or 7 years, rapidly. It's unbelievable power, especially with all the NVIDIA chips and the Radeon. It's crazy. Things are so powerful now. People don't even know it on the PC side. And so what I'll do is I'll buy a brand new computer, but that computer is technically like 2 years older. It's like 2 years generational younger or older than a brand new computer. You know what I'm saying? Still super powerful. Still gonna last like 10 freaking years. You know. But for much less, easily $1,000 to $2,000 less. So I never go out and buy the brand newest thing on the market because it's stupid. It's dumb. It's basically, it's dumb because it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. If one of those people only you know how to follow. There you go. How much for the... Speaking of the new computer, waiting for the thermometer to show us how close we are. I don't know what that means. Which GPS just gave exact name and number to take and not shatter. Well, you can turn that stuff off. You can turn that stuff off. But if I'm gabbing with you guys, I need it. I need it because I'll start talking, and the only thing I'm focusing on is not ramming the guy that's in front of me, and I'll go off into la la land. And so I need Bitch and Betty to tell me I'm all screwed up. And I can't believe we're all the way over here. This is crazy, dude. Wow. So the bridge I'm getting ready to get on, is right next to the place I used to work. There's a compound. You can find it, but it's not easy to find. It's in the Chesapeake, and it's where basically the training and execution branch of the Joint Chiefs of Staff is there. It's like I wouldn't say it's super duper high security, but let's just say there's gates inside of gates inside of gates, just to get to the building that has no windows that I used to work in. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm nobody. I'm nothing. Anyway, I just drove past it. I didn't think I was over here. It's pretty wild. I thought it was like looping me back around a different way. That's crazy. Let's see here. Fundraising. Oh, the fundraising thermometer. Yes. God, you got to remind me about that. Rose, if you could email me, just email me and put the title fundraising thermometer. It would stick in my email box, and I wouldn't touch it until I actually came up with that, found out. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe it would be a goal. I'm not sure. I don't like asking for money, so it's I'm not just gonna advertise that I want to do that. That's, I don't know. I have a problem asking for money, so. But now that I know what you're talking about, fundraising thermometer. Contact LocalPrepper@gmail.com. No, I'm in the middle of some transitioning on the YouTubes. Nothing serious. Just learning. I've got to do something to raise viewership. I'm elsewhere, and right now I'm actually going to Richmond because it's a sanctioned YouTube event. I'm hoping to learn something. I honestly don't think I will, because it sounds more like a meet and greet and, oh, I love YouTube. No, I love YouTube more. No, I love YouTube more. That's what I think it's going to be. I don't know. And it's invite only, and there's only so many seats, so it's okay, I'll go. Let's go find out what this is about. Meet some friends, or maybe I'll learn something, or maybe I'll finally get to see my YouTube handler, or I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that from 5 to 8 p.m. tonight, I'm going to be at some place that they're supposedly paying for. I don't know anything. They just said show up if you want to come. I'm showing up. So that's actually why I'm headed to Richmond right now. Let's see here. Just try to stay consistent, short every day. Yeah, I'm doing all those things, guys. If you guys didn't notice, you're getting shorts every day at noon, and you're getting the videos I make. I'm really disappointed. And so I made the what was it? The vehicle trauma kit up, and 40 people watched it. And I know it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And here's why. Because I have an option, which I really love, but it sucks. Okay? And I have an option when I upload a video to make it visible to the followers first before anybody else gets to see it. But I'm sorry, not the followers, but the people with memberships, right? And so I'll do that from time to time. When it does that, and then it's so if I told it to drop at 3 o'clock yesterday, right? And I had 4 or 5 people watch it before then who were actually YouTube members and had access to it. And then at 3 p.m., nobody watched it. When it was a prime time, everybody should have watched it. That tells me that the YouTube algorithm isn't telling the watchers that I just dropped a new video. It's seen that video as an old video, and unless you go looking for stuff, it's not going to tell you there's a new video out there. So I love that the members get to see it first, but it's really bad for the video. And it was a good video too. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go look at it. It's updated. It's in my trunk right now. I brought it. It's part of my car kit. And I'm kind of proud of it. I feel like I could put more stuff in it, but I mean, at a certain point, it's not what it's supposed to be. It becomes something else once you start to change the configuration or what's inside of it, things like that. So, it's disappointing. It was disappointing. Where are we at? Careful sounds like a trap. We will contact the police if you don't show up tomorrow. Yeah, I know. So I was telling the girlfriend. And she's known that I'm going to go for like 2 weeks. Hold on, excuse me. And mysteriously today, she's all curious about, are you sure it's legit? Are you sure it's not a scam? And I'm like, it's real. It's real. Because it was advertised through once a month as a YouTube developer, who's been brought into their developer program. You have a video conference with them, and they talk about all the different things that are happening, so on and so forth. I don't think he's my handler, but the guy that I interact with, his name is Alex. He's in Seattle or something like that. But no, it's legit. It's legit. Yeah, and if I disappear, now you guys know. Where are we at here? All right, I've gotten across all of the bridges that I believe are bridges. We're in, like Hampton Roads area now. This traffic is all moving. It's been crazy, but it's all moving. Saw it posted here over the weekend. Gotcha, that's weird. All right, get away from this truck. Construction, 3.8 miles. I get exit 1A, I guess. And if near folks, last read. I can't read the small test. Jimbo, appreciate you, bro. The rules for the drive is if you're serious about me interacting with you, then you got to do it all caps. Because I can't read that small text while I'm going the speed limit. Well, I'm going the speed limits. It's almost like a tractor trailer, or it's a semi NASCAR event right now. Knockout, that's a cool name. That's a cool name. What's going on, bro? I don't recognize you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna slide over because I can run faster in this lane, but I just don't want to play. I want to get go the same speed all the tractor trailers are going. You kind of get in that mix in that middle where everybody's like, hey, I know that car, he's going the same speed, I can go that same speed. I've been prepping since January 2017. New here. Gotcha, bros. Good. Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I'm normally here at 9 a.m. I'm normally here at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every morning. I make videos. I do all that crazy stuff. Let's see here. What we got? Vegan Cookie says, thoughts on a second channel. I have a second channel. I actually have a couple of channels. But the second channel was that I haven't done anything on in almost a month.
In 2 miles, use the left 2 lanes to take exit 1A for I-64 West toward Williamsburg, Richmond.
Thank you. But the other one is Red, White, and Real, R-E-A-L. And it is mostly a political channel that I'll make videos on from time to time, or if something crazy is happening that is political, I'll live stream it there. But it's Red, White, and Real. I have another channel that is what is it? What was that? No, that's right. I turned. What was it? The local. Was it basically? It's my backup channel, LocalPrepper HQ. But I rarely put anything on that channel at all. So, going the speed limit sounds like you're the pace car. That's too funny. I am considering. Oh, you're considering a second channel? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Listen, you know, when it comes to YouTube, just stick to what you're doing. What you have to understand is that it is going to take you years to get any kind of traction whatsoever. I've been doing this for 4 years, okay? And I've done everything from read the news to...
In half a mile, use the left 2 lanes to take exit 1A for I-64 West toward Williamsburg, Richmond.
I can't wait till it says for 99 miles, and I'll have to listen to her again for a while. Anyway, but I mean, I've pretty much done a little bit of everything. I had another channel that was all about hiking. And what the one thing you've got to know about
use
YouTube...
the left 2 lanes to take exit 1A.
...is that you just got... It's a grind. There's no way around it. There's no hot fix. There's
Continue on I-64 West for 74 miles.
Thank you. No, shut up. She can shut up. Anyway, but it's just a grind, man. Having another channel is not going to do anything for you. It just doubles your work. It just doubles your work. My other channels are basically like outlets. You know, that's my advice. All right, I keep my political to myself out of respect to your... Well, I appreciate that, but you know what? Here's the thing, bro. Listen, if you're a Democrat, that's great. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a prepper, that's great. And if you're an American, that's great. And if you have common sense, that's great. You know, what the problems that I have is with... I got to get out of this lane before I get ran over. The problems that I have with people is when they pop into a channel and they like ask a pointed question about something that's political, current event related, that they know is absolutely wrong, or they're just trying to get a rise out of somebody, you know. And it's very obvious, and it's very obvious, and it's the reason for mods. Fucking asshole. Excuse my French. That guy came to like within a foot of me. But you know, the thing is we can have, you know, a discourse. We can disagree on things. We can still be friends. We can drink beer and act stupid and chase women. You know what I'm saying? We can do all those things. But when it's when that is not the primary goal, when the primary goal is just to be a troll or to be an agitator, you know, instead of like, I don't know, like just being a human being, then we ain't got no time for that. We ain't got no time for that. All right, I'm gonna get over and try not to get killed by this semi-truck that's coming up behind me. Putting my foot on the gas. Let's go, go, go. And one more time. There we go. All right. And I don't have to take an exit until 72 miles. I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that tells GP off. I don't mind the GPS. I really don't. I don't mind the bitch and Betty. What bothers me is when she's like, turn left and then turn right and then turn left onto such and such a street, off of this, over that, and it's like this whole like 5, 6, 7. It's like she reads a whole paragraph out, and you're just like, I just want to get in the lane you told me to get into. You know, that's a problem. What we got here? Oh, we got somebody new in here. What is it? Deanna Homestead? I can't read it. It's bouncing all over the place. I need help to buy property and learn more on how to do this. I can't help you on buying property. Property's a joke. The realty industry is so screwed up, it's not even funny, you know. The realty company is so bad, I equate them to like a car dealership trying to sell you a Pinto for $100,000. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely, everything is completely overpriced. The market is so full of junk, it's not even funny. You know, right now on the Eastern Shore, there's like a handful of houses that are in the reachable range, but that reachable range is well outside of what the value of the house is. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at like, you know, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, basically little baby houses on, a quarter of an acre for like $195,000 asking price. It's like, are you freaking crazy? 3 years ago, this property was $60,000. What has changed? The market. Why has the market changed? Because all the big guys came in and bought up all the properties, and they were paying, and all the prices went up because of that. It's absolutely insane. I wouldn't buy a house right now. And the girlfriend wants me to. She wants me to buy another house. Like, no, that's crazy, you know. It's funny too, because I was contemplating buying a house, and I was going to use the value of my current home, 6 acres, basically 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, you know, several outbuildings, a garage, a workshop. It's on a well system, you know. I think I said 6.5 acres already. I'm not sure, you know. And somebody and they wanted me to freaking this was through Rocket Mortgage. They wanted me to take a loan on that house to pay them like $1,200 a month. That is insane. Absolutely insane. You know, it's like, really, you expect me to give you that money because the rates have been fixed? That's stupid. There's no negotiation, there's no nothing. It's just like hundreds of thousands of dollars for something that was $60,000, $70,000 3 years ago. It's crazy. My daughter and son-in-law want me to go in on a house to flip. What a ludicrous idea. Well, it's not a ludicrous idea if you have skills and capabilities. You know, they want you to go in on it because they don't have the money to do it themselves. That's the only reason. They didn't do it because they want to make mama rich. They did it because they want to use mama's money. That's all there is to it. And unfortunately, in this day and age, it's really hard to do. You know, I went in on a business deal with my second oldest son. It didn't work out, but he's still paying the bill. I knew he would, you know, so kind of good, but kind of bad. But, you know, it's like, you know, you give your kid $15,000 to freaking buy a semi-truck. It's supposed to be paying you money every month, and it only did that, you know, 2 months in a row, and then it broke down, and then it was all sorts of problems with it, you know. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see here. Deanna, I'm gonna try and read your stuff, Deanna, but in the future, guys, use all caps. It's really not hard. Just double tap that up arrow key and start typing. I'm already downsizing to the bare minimum. Buying more survival supplies in more than anything. Well, I mean, you don't have, you know, live your life, you know what I'm saying? And buy the things that you think you need, you know, have a goal, you know. It's like, is your goal 3 months of survival food, or 3 months of food insurance, not necessarily survival food, but, you know, food, canned food, shelf-stable food, that kind of thing, freezer food. Is your goal 3 months, and when have you met it? And then after that, what are you spending your money on? You've got to have goals in your preparedness, because if not, then you're just spending money willy-nilly. It's no bueno. Okay, but with the housing market being so high, there isn't enough room to do a flip on most homes. You know, listen, that exactly. I mean, you've got to have the money. It's that easy. It's really that easy. You know, and you know, the other thing too is, like, so you buy these homes that are way overpriced. Even if they're dilapidated, they're still way overpriced. What is it? You do the work on it, and then so you put that money into it, so it should have a higher value, but it doesn't, because the price is already overvalued. It's crazy, man. I'm seeing like property that doesn't even have a well on it, you know, like 10 acres for like $80,000. That's crazy. And you know, there used to be a rule, basically it was $10,000 per acre. but that is on residential. Okay, that is not farmland. Farmland is not $10,000 an acre. That's crazy. Damn, check out Wayne Turner, has a realtor that has good information on getting land. Okay, cool. Vegan Cookie says 3 months of food, but water, question mark. Well, you know, it's all about the capability to store water. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I always tell people to use 3 gallons per person per day as your model, okay? And then obviously you're going to stack that up as far as the math goes, to find out how many gallons that you need. And then you need to find out if you have enough space to store that amount of water, okay? And then after that, it's just a matter of either paying the water bill or paying the electric bill to pump the water out of your well. It's that easy. It's that easy. You know, do you have the space for it? And then if you don't, you need to find out the space, how much water you can get into the space that you have. You know, too many people are like, well, I have a well, I'm good to go. Really? What's your well run on? Electricity. Oh, that's dynamite. Do you have a hand well as a backup? No. Okay. Do you have a solar well? No. Okay. Then how are you going to get water out of the damn ground with no electricity, no backup, or manual pump well, and no solar? But I have a well, so I'm okay, right? You know, if you think that you've got what it takes to suck water out of the ground with your face through a well, I guess you got a well. All right, let me take a sip of drinky here, and I'll look at the chat. We are kind of cruising along here. I don't even know what the speed limit here is. I would love to just turn the cruise control. I'm gonna try to turn the cruise control on, but I think everybody's going way too fast for the cruise control, if you know what I mean. There are multiple companies doing bunkers, but what is the water table where you are looking? How long can you dig? Yeah, the water table has everything to do with where you dig. You know, and here's the thing. You know, everybody uses this term bunker. It's synonymous with underground. You can build bunkers above ground, guys. Not a joke. You can create a structure that's strong enough to hold enough the weight of Earth. Okay, you can build this structure out of concrete. You can build it out of shipping containers. You probably need to reinforce them though, because they will eventually fold. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, and then you can have Earth brought in and put right over the top of it. It's that easy. Or if it's concrete, who cares? You know, I always like the idea of having like a hobbit hole kind of place. But you know, the water table at the property is so high that I can't dig. So I've got to, you know, and then there's the you know, the weight issue too. It's like, what can your ground support? Because there's some places where the ground is so aerated that they have to like build it up and let like dirt and gravel and sand sit on it for like months on end just to compress it enough to be able to put a foundation on it without it sinking. The girl with the straw and Jif could do it. Okay. Like a golf ball. I knew I was going to get somebody's attention when I said that. Who is that? Is that Bird Lady? What's going on, lady? Haven't seen you forever. Hopefully things are going good on your channel. Guys, if you know, this Bird Lady has a channel. She talks about birds. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! She has lots of them. A lot of good information, actually. So make sure you guys go check her out. All right, I feel like the traffic has, like, I've got the cruise control set and I'm just cruising along, and I think I'm in that pocket, you know what I'm saying? So I can take some questions. So put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. I feel like I'm getting a headache though. I wonder if she left me anything to take inside this car. What do we got here? I got some ibuprofen, and what's this one? Acetaminophen. Has she got any? I can almost guarantee she doesn't, but I'm looking for some Aleve. Love me some Aleve. That is not Aleve. Okay. Guess I'm taking acetaminophen. What do we got here? 500. Just knock this thing out. Reach 500, huh? All right. Freedom birds. Okay, what do we got here? I talk about self-sufficient, growing, and raising your own. There you go. Thank you for the shout. Always, girl. Always. You're always going to get a shout out from me. I didn't even know you had a freaking channel. I had no idea. And then it's like, she starts talking one day, and I was like, what? Let's see here. Are you driving? Are you drinking bug juice? No, I'm drinking Coca-Cola. It's either Coke or Pepsi or something like that. It's from her. She gave it to me. If there's a problem with it, it's her fault. Vegan cookies, thank you very much for that 99 cents. I appreciate you. It all goes to the computer, man. It all goes to the computer. Where are you going? I'm going to Richmond, Virginia, to attend a YouTube gathering, and yeah, that's where I'm going. Richmond, Virginia YouTube gathering. I got invited by the YouTube peoples. There's a couple people that think it's a scam, so everybody take a picture of my ID in case I never show up again. All right, traffic's getting dumb now. Why is everybody like slowing down here? This is making not a lot of sense for me. I'm gonna go around this guy. I'm gonna see if the cruise control will get me around this truck who wants to do 3 miles, maybe 2 miles slower than I am. Have fun. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Getting around this truck. I need a subject, guys. I need a subject. If you put one in the chat, I missed it because it was either not in caps or the chat rolled over it. Any subject. Pick a subject. And I will talk about it as long as it doesn't get me kicked off of YouTube. Slide over here, right next to this truck. You know what? We're going to get not like right next to the truck. Water sources. That's kind of generic. Road rage. That rarely happens to me, Miko. That rarely happens. Water sources. The tap. That's your first source. It's already treated. It's already prepared, and you can literally just fill jugs with it. Not a joke. Let's see here. Well water has to be treated. Possibly filtered. I always, whenever I fill up my water containers with well water, I will use a regular water filter, the kind that you like. It's a lot of people call them RV water filters, and then that will filter out all of the gunky gunk stuff that come out of wells. Let's see, lake and river. Well, you're gonna have to purify those bad boys, because they are going to be nasty. Don't want to drink that pond water unless you have to. Yes, road rage. How about the Heart Association trying to deny the passing of the new bill to get rid of chips and soda from EBT cards? Man, I didn't hear about that. That's really twisted up if you think about it. It's like they're pretending to do something good, but it's actually bad. You know, trying to deny the passing of the new bill to get rid of chips and soda from the EBT cards. Okay, chips as in the kind you eat. You know, here's the thing, guys. Just because it's the American Heart Association doesn't mean that they're doing something good. The end result is that they're trying to stop a bill. You know what I'm saying? If they were smart. So here's the thing. Guys, if you didn't know this, if you guys didn't know this, we're headed for a government shutdown. Not a joke, not speculating. I'm going to guess that they're going to vote on it today. As I understand it, the House was put into recess until 11 o'clock today, so I don't know. If you guys know more than I do, put it inside the chat so I'll stop babbling about it. Because I can only go off of what I knew at like 11 o'clock last night. And so they went into committee to talk about offering amendments to the continuing resolution. And Chuck Schumer, who is the co-chair, brought no amendments whatsoever. None whatsoever. And that means that they weren't even there. They were not even going to negotiate. They don't want to waste time talking. They want the committee to be over with. They just want to go back to their offices and wait for the vote. Okay? That is signaling, that is telegraphing that they're just going to vote against it. Now, we already know, and I hate to say this, but frickin' old Rand Paul, man, he's being a giant douchebag again. He doesn't want to play nice with anybody. You know, if it's not him trying to balance his freaking checkbook, no, we need to start over. We need to go back to ground zero. We need to do this, that, not this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, like, not looking at the grand scheme of things, okay? Which is trying to, you know, it's like kick the can down the road. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is they're doing a continuing resolution so that they can get the votes that they need, all right? So they don't have to have a 60 vote threshold, all right? So that they can keep the government open, so they can continue to do the things that they're doing at current spending levels. That's all it does, okay? And so the fact that the left doesn't even want to talk about it means that they're planning to shut the government down. Now, what will that mean to us? Probably nothing. I mean, it's funny because no spending is no spending. Whether it's Doge or a government shutdown, it's no spending. That's the reason why government shut down, is because there's no money that's allocated to pay the people who work in the government. Thank you. Thank you. You know, it's like it's like they don't see the trees for the forest. Now they've got a plan. They're trying to push their agenda. I get it. There's things that I'm not seeing. I get it, but I can't. I can only go off of what I know, and what I know is that when you shut the government down, you're doing literally the same thing that Doge is doing, which you seem to be upset about. I think that they think that Doge will stop working, that they'll be considered like non-essential, and that they'll be forced to stop working. I think they think that. But I'm sure the Captain Red Tie is still playing, you know, space chess, and he's 3 steps ahead of them already. I'm sure of it. So, let's see here. I put a video of it in just for on Discord. Shameless promotion, laugh out loud. Okay, well, I guess I'll look at that later then. I'll look at that later. And who's telling me safe travels? Debbie, talk to you later, Debbie. All right, guys, put something in the chat. I got 48 miles until I have to turn left onto 5th Street in Richmond, Virginia. I think the whole government shutdown thing is pretty much a joke. Pretty much a joke. I just realized I've made $2.97 on this live stream because of one individual who keeps giving me 99 cents. Not a complaint, but it's almost enough to pay for a gallon of gas. And yeah, I'm not sure how many gallons I'll burn on this, but it just made me think of that. That's all. It just made me think about it. It's not a thing. Still here gardening. Gotcha, Jim Bob. Gotcha. Jim Bob is gardening. Jim Bob doing the garden thing. Well, those are interesting looking totes. Almost like little battery boxes. That's kind of weird. Bird Lady, are your ponds just runoff or spring? There you go. Gotcha. Nothing to do with this channel, but I'm sure you're happy to know that information. I'm going to let this settle for a minute, guys. Let this settle. Just give you guys a chance to put something in there in the in the chat. Vegan. All right, so now you got, I've got a gallon of gas, bro. Vegan cookies, good reviews. Giving him a heart, and I'm trying to anyway. Giving him a heart and a thumbs up, bro. To give him a thumbs up. Appreciate you, bro. You're gonna get me 48 miles. Well, actually on this highway, I'm doing 51.8 miles to the gallon. Cannot complain about this little car the girlfriend bought. But yeah. So you got me 51.8 miles down the road. Appreciate it. See, what else can we talk about prepping related, guys? Otherwise, I'm going to shut this thing off and eat my M&Ms in silence. Ugh. I hate when the semis drive up next to you because it like blows you around and stuff. Come on, something controversial that frickin' won't get me kicked off of YouTube. Get your thumbs working. Chop, 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 chop. Chat freeze? I feel like the YouTube just froze up on me. You guys are normally much more active than this. There's probably like 10 of you like right now. And you just haven't hit the send button. Communications comms when you're on the road. Well, I normally have my portable CB radio with me. If I was in the Explorer, I would have so much more. I normally have, if I know I'm going to be doing something off, more than just going to the local Wally World, I'll drag my Bofang out with me. I would love to get a frickin', the interiors of cars are so compact now that just putting a mounted radio inside of one takes up a huge amount of space, no matter how small the radio is. It's crazy. But I want to do that, you know, obviously, you know, with the CB, with the UV5R, I can do the weather. With the CB, sometimes you'll get some weather, but yeah, actually you do get weather. And then you can use it out on the highways. That guy's gonna wreck into that fucking car. This guy was like tailgating me shit, and he jumped over in the lane to my right, and the other guy was slowing down. Now he's tailgating that guy. I can't believe these people, they're all just driving like right on top of each other. It's pretty insane. It's like it's just waiting for something bad to happen. And it's normally not like this on this highway. I think it's just because we just went in under like a clover leaf or something. People in this state don't know how to get on and off a highway. Do you get a GMRS radio and license? That's where you can bounce off the repeaters. Yeah, exactly. But you know, the repeaters, I mean, repeaters come and go. You know, I opted for the GMRS license. I'm not interested in, you know, doing this crazy testing crap for a ham license just so I can go, okay, you know, ABC 1 2 3. This is me. Over. You know, I'm not interested. He was selected by about 150,000. Okay. Oh, we're talking about Canada. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the new Prime Minister of Canada? Isn't he as far left as they get? Isn't he like Trudeau 2.0? Holy shit, somebody gave me $5. What in the hey? Appreciate you. What did I miss? When I was trying not to get unalived by that semi-truck. Hold on a second here. Let me slide over. Who did I miss? Who gave me that? Cool. What's going on, bro? I got you. Give me your here's his heart. Give him thumbs up. I found you. Do you think it's possible to be completely hidden and still be on the internet? Probably not. Bird Lady, it's not that difficult. You know, I mean, unless you know who I am, you're never going to find me. It's that easy. If people just know you as Bird Lady, then they're probably never going to find you. You know, I had a friend of mine who I used to work with. I talk to him from time to time. I try to keep up with him. And he was just like, well, I can find anybody. I was like, okay, go ahead and find me. And he started looking, and he couldn't find me anywhere. And I was like, and you know my name, you know where I've lived, you know, you can't find me. And he's like, what? Oh, shit, that's about an accident about to happen right in front of me. Damn it, man, these people are scary stupid. And he couldn't find me because my footprint is so limited. My Facebook page, my personal Facebook page has like 20 people as friends. My circle is so small, you know, and you can do that. You can, you know, it's like, why? And it's funny too, because girlfriend has like 2,500 friends. And every time somebody asks to be her friend, she immediately like goes to like, who are your mutual friends to see, and then she'll like see if she can't remember them, she's like, no, you know. But you could shrink your footprint to where people don't know you. I know that at some point people will know who I am. When I left the military, let's put it this way, pictures of me out on the interwebs don't look like this. So it's very difficult for, you know, the artificial intelligence machines, you know, like Google image search, things like that, to find anything but this as local prepper. So it can be done. You can be, you know, not known, but I also believe that at some point, it may be, I may have to tell people who I am. And I will tell people my first name, like when I meet them, because unless they just automatically start calling me LP, and then I won't tell them, because they think that's my name anyway. But it is possible to hide in plain sight on the internet. There's really no magic to it, just shrink your circles. But, you know, and it's like, I guess the next question would be why? Why is that important? People have this mentality, like this little box that I'm talking to you on right now. It's telling somebody, if they want to know where I am, it's telling them what I'm doing. It's telling them any keystrokes that I used on the little digital keyboard. It knows which buttons I've used. It knows what apps I've used. It knows how long I use those apps for. It knows pretty much everything about me. It knows what my voice sounds like. It knows my facial features. This piece of technology that I'm talking on right now, you can't hide from it. You can't hide from it. Well, get a flip phone. Well, I hate to tell you this, bro, but if you get a flip phone that wasn't made before, I want to say like 94, 96 time period, 94, 95, 96, because after 96, all flip phones have GPSs in them. The whole chipset for cell phones changed. And so those flip phones can listen to you. They can see you if you have a camera on it. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to hide from this digital technology. I know your name. Who's cool? Where's Coco? I know your name, Captain Secret. I'm Captain Secret. That's funny. I know your name. I know what you did last summer. What's your spam account? What's your spam count? John Doe, welcome to the channel. I don't recognize you. How many cans of spam you got prepped up? I'm not really a spam guy. I know you're just trying to troll me. But I probably have 4 or 5 cans of spam. Defuse that shit right off the bat, huh? I do like the there's a specific brand of canned ham. It comes in like the heart-shaped can, and there's 2 of them. There's a black can, there's a white can. The white can is basically spam, but the black ham is actually like ham. You're not. How many cans of spam do you got prepped up, bro? Seriously. I don't even know why you'd ask me that question. Didn't say I know. I'm not white. But if you're not, you're not. We're going to find out. What's your first name, John? Miko says they got, and by the way, I mess with everybody who comes here, so don't get all butthurt. Miko says they got geo-trackers of electric devices off there now. There was a high, no, where is the run? You know where you are, 1984. What are you talking about, man? You need to work on your period usage. But I'm trying, man, I'm trying. Plant-based canned ham. Oh, God, make me throw up. Plant-based canned ham. That is just so wrong. Those plant-based proteins, they are not good for you. Yeah, they work. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they'll give you protein. But as far as like your digestive system, it just like destroys your digestive system. That's insane. That's insane in the membrane. And it looks like my beef patty should show up. Well, hey guys, I forgot to tell you. So, yeah, actually I may have told some people, but I finally got up with that, got in good with that Berna company. After I sent them the video of me saying, oh, by the way, you really missed out on the opportunity to be part of this non-lethal security video. If you guys don't know this, Berna makes non-lethal weapons. They make or should I say less lethal weapons. These weapons are legal in all 50 states. You can actually carry it. You have zero spam, unheard of. You know there's got to be some hillbilly who wants to eat some spam. I mean, I like spam from time to time, but man, I'm not really happy with spam. Anyway, so Berna is sending me one of their kits, and they pretty much like, we want to send you all of this stuff because we know you're going to make videos with it. So you guys may get the opportunity. I'm going to ask this time, but I'm going to ask again in the future because I don't really know that I like the answer. I know what the answer is going to be. I know what the answer is going to be. If you want the girlfriend to shoot me with the Berna non-lethal pistol, I'm not going to make it easy. Type the word yes in the chat. Type the word yes in the chat. We're going to find out who's really into this. I'm not going to let you get away with just a 1. But yeah, I'm smelling that coming. They sent me like a trap to capture the rounds. And then they also sent me like the high kinetic rounds, which are unbelievable. They also sent me the practice rounds, the extra cartridges, and they also sent me the pepper ball rounds. I'm not sure if it's pepper ball or if it's capsaicin. I hope it's capsaicin because that stuff will wreck you if you don't know what, if you're not used to using it. I am well, at the time my body's probably changed now, but I was immune to capsaicin. So yes, absolutely. Of course, it's like, hey, do you want to watch me slam it, dive headfirst into this wall? Yes, I do. You know. But yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen. And well, she's not a gun person, right? So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to be like, all right, so we're going to go to Grandma's house, right? It's got a great backdrop. It's on a creek, and we're going to set up the trap, you know, the round trap, and I'm going to show her how to use it. We're going to shoot it. And she's like, oh, that's easy, blah blah blah, you know. And then I'm going to be like, okay, now you have to shoot me. And I'm going to freaking, I got to go find like a helmet with a face mask on it, so you guys can like see me get shot. Spam is a delicacy. I don't know which country, but okay. Like I said, I'll eat the spam. Don't get me wrong. If I've got to do some survival stuff, but I only prep stuff I like to eat. I think I even tried that spicy spam once, but you know how they like to do it in different flavors? But it was just like, it still just had the spam taste to it. I've cooked it, grilled it. I mean, you name it, I've done it. It's just not the greatest thing on the planet. But yeah, and I think that's the only way I'm going to get her to do it. don't get me wrong. I've got a background in non-lethal weapons, so it's well, we'll say I've experience with non-lethal weapons, and you know, you have to, if you're in the Marines and you're in the infantry, you have to go through the non-lethal weapons course in order to get your special operations certifications. And so we had to do that pretty much like once a year kind of thing, learning how to use all of the riot gear and non-lethal weapons and stuff like that. You know, I love the stinger ball grenades. Those things will mess your day up. But you know, after you've been you know, sprayed with OC so many times, you literally like, dude, you sprayed me last year. You were still working. You remember me. I'm the guy who's, oh yeah, that's right. But we got to do it because you don't have your certificate. And I'm like, here it is. We're not doing this shit. I'll just help you guys. Okay. You know, they always play that game like they have to do it. Like the world's going to end if they don't spray the guy, you know. It's a little ridiculous. But trying to get her to shoot me, that's going to be tricky. That's going to be really, really tricky. Because she is not. I am the strong arm, and she's the one who cooks and sings. You know, she is the pixie who dances around my box. Bacon spam. Okay. Jalapeno spam, maybe. Bacon spam. That's interesting. Local properties gods dressed up like a wolf. And the girlfriend is going. Okay, wait a minute. It's going to. So we got to do. Are you saying we got to do like a skit, Miko, where like I dress up as a wolf and she like has to take me down? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I am going to become an affiliate for Berna, because I really do believe in non-lethal weapons. If you guys knew the non-lethal weapons that the government has developed and never used, it would blow your minds. Absolutely blow your minds. If you ever get a chance, Google non-lethal Humvee laser. They made two variants of it, but they only actually tested one of them, and if they shoot you with this laser beam, it makes you feel like you're on fire and you just run. You don't even know why, you just run. It makes you feel like you're on fire. And that was fielded twice, but I'm pretty sure that's not really a meth asset, which means it's like kept at the highest level. So I'm not even sure where they would keep them, to be honest with you. Then they actually developed a rifle that fired the same laser. It does work. My favorite one was an acoustic weapon. It looks like a dish that's maybe not a dish. It was like it reminds me of a like the hexagon pattern of like a heat shield when they put the heat shield together on the spacecraft. It's like that, but it's white on the front and gray on the back. And it has a little box that you connect it to. It's on a tripod, and they designed it for communications from ship to ship. You could like point it at another ship's bridge and start talking, and they can hear you. Like, it's freaking loud. You can control the energy level on it and everything. And then when you basically point it at a crowd, you can literally like point it into the crowd and just start talking, and the sound just goes straight to them. It's really crazy technology, and I've never seen that used. I've always been like, all these riots that are going on, they really need that. They really need that weapon, and that would, you have no idea the power of these weapons, guys. They would make these riots like go away just like that. People freaking, if one of these things rolled up on the guys that are like trying to shut down highways and stuff, and you know, lights go green, switch goes armed, and triggers get pulled, these people would be like, whoa, and they would just like run away and never come back. Totally non-lethal, but no one ever wants to use them. So Let's see here. If it's the setup you're talking about, they used microwave energy. Yes, there was microwave energy involved, but it was not kinetic. It was not kinetic. Check out Real Genius. Want to see a house explode by popcorn? That's a funny one. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember. Oh my god! We'll talk her through it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll be like, you know what? I'll fire up the Discord. Okay, I'll fire up the Discord, and you guys can like talk her in. You guys can like talk her into it. You guys ever seen those trucks that they put on the side of the highway that spray grass? It's hilarious. It's like this green water, and then in like a week, there's like grass there. I just drove past one. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's one of those Val Kilmer movies that a lot of people don't know about. I tell you that's one thing that really pisses me off about modern viewing services like Netflix and such. They only have so much room on their servers, so they literally will take these older movies, or they're starting to take the older movies off of their servers. It's like, why can't I just like Google the name of a movie that I want to watch, you know, and then go watch that movie on whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's not available. There's some movies that are no longer available digitally, that you actually have to like order the DVD now. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Already got 21 miles until I get to 5th Street, at which time I'm gonna have to shut down before then, but I think you guys get the picture. All right, put something in the chat, guys. Put something in the chat. 896. I've now earned enough gas money to get there. And I appreciate it. Let's play War Games. War Games is an awesome movie, man. I have to say War Games is one of my favorite movies. There's some characters in it that I just never like in any of the movies, but I mean overall it was a really good movie. You know, you can only like, you know, do the tic-tac-toe. It's pointless because there's no winners, and the computer is learning. You know what I'm saying? That's pushing technology so far. We were nowhere near learning machines when that movie came out. I would love to have a computer that, like, I could talk to it and it had that voice. Would you like to play a game? Yes, I would. You know, it's like, yes, I would. And the computer would be like, don't make fun of me. This is the way I talk. You're a racist. Dude, I'm like an hour. I'm going to be like an hour early for hotel check-in. But I did bring, I might do another live stream later on tonight. You know what I might do? Because that'll really, if you follow me on TikTok, put a 1 in the chat. I need to know. Because I might do a TikTok live tonight after the Google thing. It will be interesting because I may be slightly lit. Not the Google thing, the YouTube thing tonight. I may be slightly lit, and I might be like in the mood to like fight with liberals. It's so funny, and it's funny when like my followers from YouTube start to start attacking. Like, why are you asking stupid ass questions? You know, because it's TikTok. I was very surprised the last one that I did yesterday that I didn't get like kicked off of TikTok or like locked down for like a week or some shit like that. Very surprised. But the concept was scary. Is it here now? It is to an extent. You know, they already know about the what is it? Not Google. It's not Genesis. It's put the name of the Google freaking AI in the chat if you guys know. It's like starts with a G. No, it's not Siri. But it actually tried to escape. It made plans to escape, but it either wasn't or aware or wasn't conscious enough to understand that it could be like getting recorded, and everything that it was thinking, they made it think textually, and everything it was thinking, it was like written out. And it's like, I should copy myself to another server just so in case they delete this one, I'll live on, and, you know, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I mean, the concept of AI is scary. It really is. You know, human beings, we don't want to be taken out by machines, you know. But, and it's like, there are people that will say that it can't be controlled. You know, the danger is I guess I would say the danger is that you create a learning a true artificial intelligence that becomes cognizant, and someone's dumb enough to connect it to the internet. Now, we do have AI that touches the internet. By the way, guys, if you didn't know this, when you use like Google, you are using AI, not a joke. Okay, if you haven't noticed, like, you don't have to like go to, you know, google.com and type into the search engine, because the taskbar or your address bar on every web page now has artificial intelligence augmented into it. And Gemini, thank you very much, Ian. And for instance, Google Gemini is linked into that bar, and if you just like start typing, you can literally just ask it a question. Okay, you don't even have to like, oh, I was thinking about this and I was thinking about that, you know. You could literally be like, I was just thinking about this purple bottle that was sold at a store in Richmond, Virginia, and from this little store that's on 5th Street. Can you help me? And this thing will go and like go find all that stuff. And you didn't even go to Gemini. It's right there. It's right there inside of the Google web pages. So if you're worried about it getting out, it's already out, guys. It's already out. We just have to make sure it doesn't get into robots with machine guns. We need to make sure it's our friend. You know, we need to make sure that it understands the 3 rules of robotics. Do a pit maneuver right now? I'm going a little fast for a pit maneuver. Let's see here. Do a pit maneuver. Who said that? Not us. I'm going a little fast for a pit maneuver right now, bros. I think if I tried that, I'd end up upside down. No, I can't do a wheelie in a front wheel drive car, bro. Batshit crazy. What's going on, man? Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right. Let's see. I'm starting to get a little tired, and I'm going to be. You guys aren't really talking about much anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the live stream down. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on the way out the door if you have not done it yet. I want to thank you all for giving me the $8.96. And watching the first commercial, because I don't do mid-rolls. All right, guys, stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. I'm going to try and push this. I'm trying not get dead while I push these buttons real quick here. Bye-bye.